Hi, I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at Scythe. Specifically, the Kaze Flex 140 RGB PWM 1800 RPM. Ooh, now, I know Gamers Nexus really seems to be a big fan of Scythe. And Scythe certainly has done some interesting things with fans over the years. I'm not sure whether the attention it gets is deserved or not deserved or what, but let's take a look at 3 of the many Scythe fans I have actually got in my collection. Yes, when I was buying up fans, I managed to get a decent number of Scythe, and I would say that Scythe, I probably have more Scythe fans than almost anything else other than perhaps probably Akasa is the other one that I have the most of, which is, that's all well and fine. It certainly allows people, enthusiasts, collectors, and computer users alike to see the variety out there, and if they happen to come across one of these older fans and they can get it at a good price and it's going to be a good fan to have in their computer, why not? So it does come with this extension cable and screws, and since it's RGB, it's got 2 cables, not 1. Yay! And I'm sure you're curious to see what the RGB lighting is like. So let me get that running for you. And that's just the RGB. I don't think that's too bad. Let's turn that out of the way. Get a better look at that. I think that was a pretty good choice of the translucency of the white blades. All right, let's listen to the fan. Also, this is not only PWM and standard RGB, not ARGB. It also comes with black corner cushions. Okay, so that's the bottom of the speed there. There's a bit of a ringing noise and a very low pitch. A little bit of rubbing. Unfortunately, the pitch is not going away. It's kind of high pitch. Relatively quiet. And it's still there in the background, but it is not increasing in volume along with the pitch of the fan itself. Kind of noisy. What is that, 30 or so decibels? So a relatively strong fan, although the bearings don't seem to be special, and I'm wondering if that high pitch is coming from the bearings. Oh, and out of curiosity, let's also do the tried and true hand test. Yeah, about there. So, it's decent. So you could probably use this fan on an air cooler, intake and exhaust on the case, no problem. And then as far as the static pressure is concerned, which one is this? This is the, okay. So you could, yeah, you could get away with using this on radiators. I wouldn't use it on a really dense, and especially in a dense and thick radiator, but for a lesser radiator, it would be okay. So let's take a look at the specs. Okay, so the Scythe Kaze Flex RGB, or the KF1425 FD18R-P. Note that the R stands for RGB. And it's a $17 fan when I got it. You might be able to find it for less, possibly. Certified CE and ROHS, and there are also two Asian certifications that I don't recognize. I keep on forgetting to figure out what they are. Made in China, 140 by 27 millimeters. The lifespan is 120,000 hours, 2-year warranty, RGB, and it's got it is a 145 gram fan, 7 blades, 105 millimeters distance between the holes, 300 to 1800 RPMs with a minimum variance of 200 RPMs at the bottom and 10% at the top. The airflow is 16.8 to 100.8 CFMs, which is really pretty good. And the static pressure is a minimum of 0.08 to 2.81. Again, that's a pretty good range there. The fan noise, of course, goes from 4.19 decibels all the way up to 26.45. I had guessed 30, so I guess maybe I overshot it, maybe not. And the fan has a 30 centimeter long cable that's not daisy chained, and it is sleeved. The LED cable is 45.5 centimeters, that it is daisy chained but not sleeved. And the fan cable is PWM, the LED cable is standard RGB. It's a fluid dynamic bearing, 12 volts, 2.64 watts, 0.22 amps. Whoops. Is that 12 volts or is that 5 volts? Yeah, I think it's actually, if I remember correctly, oh yeah, sorry. RGB is always 12 volts, so it's 2.4 watts and 0.2 amps. And there is no indication of the direction of flow and rotation. It turns counterclockwise. It comes with 4 screws. It also has the quarter cushions that I pointed out earlier and a 21 centimeter extension cable. I'd like to thank Grindler at Bleeping Computer for allowing me to share my videos and posts on his website. Bleeping Computer has a lot of resources, including vetted programs, malware removal instructions, malware removal volunteers, other kinds of volunteers for IT, cybersecurity information, and more. It's a great place to go. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.